Hey guys, GameBoy3800 here once again, and today I've got the Rip Rod. Just won it on the seasonal championship. To do this, you need to win first place for the drag strip championship. You do all the main drag strips around the world, and doing so gets you this. Now this is not stock performance. I will go ahead put it back to stock performance just for you, but first let me save this tune so that you guys can find it whenever you want. Save the setup. There we go. Road Beast. That's an old Hot Wheels team name, if you remember it. Alright, so I got that tune saved up. Let's go ahead and put this car back to stock. Because this car is quite something. To get this car, you need to have a C-Class dragster. You could have a D-Class, but why would you do that? You're just going to lose. I will show you the car I used to get this, and I do have a tune for it. We're going to go over to Ford, and we're going to find the good old 5-window Deluxe. Here we are. I'll show you the tune I gave it. Pretty much all-wheel drive and big V8 swap. There are a few small things though. I did change the tires, not at all. I made them as wide as possible. The rims, I got some of the heavier rims so that I could drop a few points and get even more power. Left them as stock size. I probably could have. Yeah, you could do that to get even more power. But I left them as is, because I still want to have some lightness. You want all-wheel drive swap, and you can leave the stock clutch. I could have put in the race transmission and clutch. I'll do that. Might help. Brakes, we left everything here pretty much stock except for the anti-roll bars. We were able to fit those into the budget of PI. No weight reduction, no rigidity. It's a little bit wobbly, but it works. Motor, that's the important piece here. We have the 6.2 liter V8. Maybe you could make the 5.2 liter V8 if you don't have anything else. But 6.2 V8, that's that all-wheel drive. And we have the hot rod conversion kit, or first one, so that we can get the widest tires. And you might think we don't have much room for upgrades. We actually do have one engine upgrade. We have the full race oil and cooling. Gives us a little bit more power, 7 horsepower, a little bit more weight. You actually want a little bit of weight for this car because otherwise it spins up the tires a lot. It does anyway, but yeah. I think that's it. Let's go ahead and get into the tune. The tune, we want the tire pressure all the way down so that we get the most grip off the line. Gearbox, I pretty much left it stock. I probably could have put a little bit more of this. You basically want 175 miles per hour as your top speed, or thereabouts. That's what 1 meter at rod ripper, whatever you call it. We can't really do much here. Anti-roll bars, you can leave them as stock. It did me well. Aero, brake, all this stuff. We can't really do much. Acceleration. I left this as stock. I probably should have put the rear to 100%. But it didn't hurt me too much. There's some off-road drag races too. Let's go out and see this. Now the tune is Rip Rod winner. by Game Boy 3800. Not too hard to figure out. I'll go ahead and load this tuning setup, even though you could do what I did and actually put on the race, clutch, and gearbox. Because apparently you can fit those within the PI budget. I was short for time. Like, once you enter, you only have 5 minutes to tune and select your car. And yeah, maybe even less if you decide to join at a later time. But you're gonna see. What is that Lotus doing? Or is that, one of those Ultimas? I don't know. You can see that we really move. We don't stop, though. I'm full on the brakes. Actually, should have done this. There we go. Take off any limiter you have on your controller. If you have one, I have an Elite controller, so I can limit the brakes to 50%. I usually do that for regular races. But yeah, let's go ahead and line us up here. That's good enough. Dang it. Alright, come on, what's the drag strip doing? Oh, I need to wait for it to set up again. Yay me. Let's just go. You can see how fast we are. If we just tried to make the chassis and handling as good as possible, you'd be so far down on power. Like, I tried to do this like that. I only had like 200 horsepower. Now I have how much horsepower? 422. Yeah, we're a little bit powerful. For a C-Class dragster that's all-wheel drive and can get off the line, amazing. Now if we put on any other tire than the stock compound, we immediately jump up to, I think, B-Class, so we don't want to do that. But yeah, if you use the tuning setup I showed you, plus probably get the race gearbox. Oh wow, yeah, you could. I only won with 170 miles an hour at as a top speed. You want this top speed for the Juggernaut. You want some acceleration, some top speed. Oof. But yeah, enough of that. Let's go ahead and change to the rip rod, and let's see that as I know you all want to. Where is it hiding? Here it is. You can join the collection of Hot Wheels cars. Now, I'm not sure if you can win more than one of these. I was able to get 3 twin mills. One from an auction house, I think, for lots of money. And 2 for an old seasonal championship. I'm not sure if you can still farm that to get multiple of the same car. But I have a twin mill for road and a twin mill for off-road. Off-road is the one I use most of the time, so I can do the, whatchamacallit, the Forza Horizon Lives. Highly recommended. But yeah, let's hop in this, drive it around a little bit as stock, and then throw on my tune. Why are we facing backwards? It accelerates pretty quickly. It's in about the top half of A-Class. We have 8 gears to go through. It's a little off-road buggy beast thing. And to take jumps and be fast doing it. Maybe the stock gearing could use a little bit of adjustment. Can I poke that? Yes, I can. Wow. I did not think I could. After 5th gear, it's a little bit weird. If you want to use the stock gearbox, you can. It's a little bit better. There we go. It's not too difficult to get the stock gearbox to be not awful. Driving it around, it does like to tripod. Loves to tripod. It's like a trophy truck. Gonna go ahead, turn down the game in case it was too loud for you before. brakes are very strong. I'm going to put my 50% limiter back on so I don't just skid the tires. Let's do this, jump right in front of us, see how we land. Nice landing, we don't bounce it around at all, we don't get twisted. Lovely to do big jumps on. However, I like to stay a little bit more controlled, so let's go ahead, load up my tune. And we'll have in the, what is it, 3.8 liter racing V8 and upgraded tires. In the middle of S2 class with the big old wings. Now if it's anything like the Bone Shaker, it's very light and very powerful, and that gives you some brutal acceleration. It does not have as wide tires as either the twin mill or especially the Bone Shaker. But I find it's still a ton of fun to drive around. Now I have not perfected this tune so far yet, but you saw what it is, you saw what it's called. This car is a nice little speed demon. And should make a fine collection to your Hot Wheels setup. And I'm not sure if you know this, a lot of people have missed out on it so far. If we go to, oh, I apparently got a wheel spin for that, yay. Big sad. If we go to the festival, I'm not sure if anyone's caught on to this yet, but if we go to the festival and auction house and try to select a car, and we go over to Hot Wheels. Huh, we're getting some Hillman soon. Cool. We got, no, Hot Wheels. We got the Bone Shaker. We got the Hot Wheels Ford Mustang next. Yeah. No one expected this. Everyone was talking about the Rip Rod coming in, but not the Mustang. The Mustang from Horizon 3 is coming back. Then we have the twin mill Bone Shaker and then new Rip Rod. Mustang must be coming in a seasonal event or the Forzathon shop. So yeah, if we go to, oh, didn't mean to do that. I'm bad at the game. Back in we go. Go to the car pass. You can see that we don't have any Hot Wheels cars showing up in the car pass. So it must be a Forzathon shop thing or event thing. Speaking of the Forzathon shop, if you guys needed the limousine, it is now in the Forzathon shop. So that's the most expensive Forzathon item I have ever seen, I think. 500 points? Does this mean there's going to be a 1,000-point one soon? Oh well. That's going to be it for this video. If you guys enjoyed, please do go ahead and leave a like, favorite, comment, share, and of course don't forget to subscribe as well. Thanks, Gameboy out. I will see you in the future.